Hey, welcome back. Here is a truth that most trading courses skip entirely. The difference between a consistently profitable trader and someone who keeps losing money is almost never the strategy. It is almost never the indicators. It is almost never the analysis. It is what happens inside their head when real money is on the line. Two traders can use the exact same strategy. One follows it consistently and grows their account. The other breaks the rules the moment emotions kick in and loses money repeatedly. The difference is psychology, specifically the ability to control the two most destructive emotions in all of trading, fear and greed. Today, I am going to show you exactly how successful traders think, how they manage fear and greed in real time, and the specific habits and systems they use to keep emotions from destroying their results. Let us get into it, why your brain is working against you. Before we talk about solutions, you need to understand the problem at a fundamental level. Your brain was not designed for trading. Full stop. Human psychology evolved over thousands of years for survival in a physical world. The instincts that kept our ancestors alive are almost perfectly designed to make us lose money in financial markets. Here is the core issue. Research in behavioral economics consistently shows that the pain of losing money feels roughly twice as intense as the pleasure of gaining the same amount. Losing $100 feels about twice as bad as winning $100 feels good in normal life. This makes complete sense. Losing resources is a genuine threat to survival. In trading, this wiring destroys you. It makes you hold losing trades too long because your brain desperately avoids accepting a loss. It makes you cut winning trades too short because your brain urgently wants to secure a gain before it disappears. The result is a consistent pattern of small wins and large losses, which is the exact mathematical formula for a losing account over time. The first step to fixing your trading psychology is simply accepting this reality. Your instincts are not your allies in the market. Profitable trading requires you to act in ways that feel deeply uncomfortable. That discomfort is not a bug in your strategy. It is a signal that you are fighting your own wiring successfully. Understanding and controlling fear. Fear in trading shows up in two specific ways, and each one requires a different solution. The first type is fear of loss. This causes you to exit winning trades too early, cutting off their full potential. It causes you to move your stop loss deeper when a trade goes against you, turning a small, manageable loss into a much larger one. The second type is fear of missing out. This is the one that causes you to buy at the top of a big move because everyone else seems to be making money and you feel left behind. FOMO almost always leads to the worst possible entries at the worst possible prices. Here is how successful traders control fear. They make their decisions before they are in the trade. Before entering any position, they decide exactly where they will exit if they are wrong, and exactly where they will take profit if they are right. These decisions are made when they are calm, analytical, and free from the emotional charge of watching real money move. Once in the trade, there is nothing left to decide. The plan already exists. The stop loss is already set. The target is already defined. Fear has no decision to influence because all the decisions have already been made. This is called trading the plan. And it is the single most effective tool for removing fear from the execution process. Understanding and controlling greed. Greed is more seductive than fear because it feels like confidence. It feels like you are finally getting it right. Here is how greed typically destroys traders. After a strong winning streak, greed whispers that you have the market figured out. You start taking larger positions than your rules allow. You start accepting lower quality setups because everything has been working. You stop following your process because it feels unnecessary when you are on a roll. And then one large loss wipes out weeks of profits because you were not following your rules. You were following your ego. Greed also shows up as not taking profit when you should. A trade hits your target, but instead of taking profit as planned, you hold because you think it will go even higher. Then it reverses, and you give back most of the gains. Here is how successful traders control greed. They focus on process, not outcomes. A professional trader judges every trade by one standard. Did I follow my rules correctly? Not did I make money? Not did I capture every possible pip? A good trade is one where the rules were followed perfectly, regardless of whether it made or lost money. A bad trade is one where the rules were broken, regardless of whether it accidentally made a profit. When your standard of success is process rather than profit on any individual trade, greed has no entry point. There is no ego to inflate because you are measuring yourself against your own rules, not against the market. The practical systems that make it work. Understanding fear and greed is not enough. You need practical systems that make disciplined behavior automatic rather than requiring willpower in the moment. System 1. The pre-trade checklist. Before entering any trade, you answer the same specific questions every time. Does this setup match my defined criteria? Where exactly is my stop loss? Where exactly is my target? What is the risk to reward ratio? Is this within my 2% risk rule? If any answer is unclear or unsatisfactory, you do not take the trade. The checklist creates a moment of enforced rationality before the emotional charge of being in a live trade takes over. System 2. The daily loss limit. Decide in advance the maximum amount you will allow yourself to lose in any single trading day. When you hit that limit, you stop trading for the rest of the day. No exceptions, no one more trade. Stop. This single rule prevents the catastrophic days where one emotional spiral turns into your worst ever trading session. System 3, the trading journal. After every single trade, you record what happened, the setup, the entry, the exit, the result. And, most importantly, how you felt during the trade and whether you followed your rules. Review your journal weekly. You will start seeing the exact patterns where your psychology consistently costs you money. Patterns you cannot see without the data, but that are completely obvious once you have it recorded. Let me bring this together. Your brain is wired to avoid loss twice as intensely as it pursues gain. This makes you hold losers too long and cut winners too short. Understanding this wiring is the foundation of psychological trading mastery. Fear of loss makes you move stops and exit winners early. Fear of missing out makes you buy tops without a plan. The solution is making all decisions before entering the trade when you are calm and rational. Greed disguises itself as confidence during winning streaks, causes oversized positions, and prevents you from taking profit at your planned targets. The solution is measuring success by process adherence rather than by individual trade outcomes. The practical systems that make discipline automatic are the pre-trade checklist, the daily loss limit, and the trading journal. These tools take willpower out of the equation and replace it with structure. Here is the final truth I want you to carry forward. Every professional trader experiences fear and greed. They are human. The difference is not that professionals feel these emotions less. The difference is they have built systems that prevent those emotions from controlling their decisions. You cannot eliminate fear and greed. You can make them irrelevant by removing the decisions they could influence. Build your system. Follow your process. Trade the plan. If this video gave you genuine clarity on trading psychology, please hit the like button and subscribe. Drop a comment below and tell me honestly which emotion costs you more money, fear or greed. I read every comment. I will see you in the next one. Trade safe.